Alright, in this video we're going to go over how to manage layers inside of TDL for AutoCAD files. So first thing you're going to do is open up your job with your drawings in it, and then you're going to open up this layer icon right here. So it looks like two black squares kind of layered on top of each other. From here you have, essentially this is your layers list. So these are all the layers I have inside these AutoCAD files. You'll notice that on this stuff I have two different folder icons. I have one down here, I have one back up here. Reason for that is I actually have two different drawings stored into this single job. So if I want to hide an entire drawing at once, I can actually tap this button, this eye icon, and that'll hide the entire drawing. So that might be useful if you're working with a couple different drawings inside of a single job, and maybe you're only working in one section and you only want to see that. So a useful feature we also have is isolating layers. So if we press this icon right here, you can see that hides the rest of the drawing and only shows me what's on this layer. So if I'm trying to determine what I do and what I don't need for layout, and what I do and don't want to see, I can isolate layers, and let's say, okay, I determined I don't want to see this. I can tap this eyeball icon and that will hide it. And if I tap this icon again, that will unisolate it, and now I can see all my drawing. So then you can go through and do that for any layer that you want to. And then you can obviously go down the layer list and unhide and hide things using these eyeball icons. Another pretty neat feature we have is the ability to change colors of layers. So if you're working with a drawing that has a lot of similar colors kind of next to each other, that can get confusing. So I'll show you an example. If I isolate this layer, so you can see right now all the stuff on this S-cols layer is green. So if I tap this paint bucket icon, I can change that green color to any of these colors that I want. So I can make it red or orange. Now if I were to unisolate this and go back to work on my drawing, that stuff would all show up as the color that I chose. Another thing I like to talk about is something called hatches. So that's a CAD term. Essentially, it's kind of like a shaded area that's used in CAD to designate certain items to a particular attribute. For layout, it's absolutely useless though. So like this red area is an example of a hatch. These lines are hatches, and also this red area as well. So we don't need these for layout. If you have a lot of them in your file, they can bog down the file a bit. And also it just makes point creation and laying out points a little bit less intuitive. So if you remember from our how to import AutoCAD files video, I recommended to turn explode hatches on. So if you ended up doing that, what you can do is you can head into your layers list again, and then in the search bar, you can search for hatch. And what that explode hatches feature did is it essentially split up all those hatches into their own individual layers that you can hide. So now I can come down here and just tap the eyeball icon to hide all the layers that are going to be absolutely useless for layout. Oops. And now if I head back in my drawing, you can see all those hatches are gone. So there's no more red here. There's no, crisscrossing lines or red over here as well. All those hatches were hidden. And now it's going to make working with this file a lot easier. That's all I have for this video. As always, any questions or comments, go ahead and post them in the comment section and we'll get back to you.